What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and like I told you guys before in the previous video, we're going to be going over all the new cards as we go into new videos, so you guys know who the new edition players are and why they're there and what we're going to be doing right now. This is going to be the battle of the mobile QB because we're going to actually go up against Lamar Jackson. I'm going to have an interesting question to ask you guys once that game starts, but I want to go ahead and break down again for those of you guys that missed it. If you guys saw the previous videos, go ahead and write the number 3 in the comment section. Appreciate you guys. If you're just catching up right here, that's fine as well. What we've been doing right now, we realized that the middle of our defense was very just like stupid, and we were getting dominated in one of the games that I live streamed. So we've taken it upon ourselves to go ahead and beef up our middle linebacker position. Now, a lot of the reasoning behind why I went back to Alan Page is the speed aspect. Now, Warren Sapp is a very good D tackle, but unfortunately when he breaks through, you can outrun him. What I've seen with Alan Page, his 88 speed is suitable enough because they've nerfed Escape Artist enough to where he can actually run people down no matter how fast they are. So you're going to notice that in the gameplays that he's going to be ready to go no matter what. And that's pretty much why I think that he's a guy that we should probably hold on to. Now, I don't think that there's a faster D tackle than him, but you guys could probably get me that feedback and let me know. I think he might be the fastest. And when I say D tackle, I mean natural position. I mean, it says D tackle there. Not a guy that gets a secondary position or nothing like that. Like, natural D tackle position. And the reasoning behind that is because of the penalties that you will get for playing players out of position. Now, I went over all the abilities. I explained to you guys why, we chose certain things. You guys can take a look at this. If you feel that you need to go back to figure out why certain things are there, feel free to go back to the previous videos and check them out. But inside stuff is a very good thing to have, even if you can't get Run Stopper, because Run Stopper is a mixture of all of them. But let's be honest, he's a D tackle, so he should primarily be looking to stop that inside run. If he could get outside, that's, still beautiful or whatever, but our main focus is to make sure that we can stop the middle runs, primarily because, near close flex, some games you'll dominate it without abilities on your D tackle, and some games they will keep running. They're probably still running right now. Like, it's real stupid. So you guys got to be careful about that, and I want to make sure that, you guys have everything that you need, and it starts with a good D tackle. Now, you can always have Sapp, okay? And Sapp does shed a lot, and he's able to run people down. But again, the speed factor of him was always a major issue for me. All right. Yes, you can use a pick with him and do all that weird stuff if you accidentally get clicked on, but it's not worth it, guys. I promise you, it is not worth it. So I would just recommend just having a faster D tackle. All right. However you guys choose to do that, that's up to you. But I would just recommend having a faster D tackle so that way you guys can make sure that if you do break the pocket, they're not so easily gonna run away, because this guy's speed, he shoots the gap and then he just runs super fast right at you. Like, it's really wild and ridiculous. So that's what we're gonna be still experimenting with, and it just so happens that as we're going into the game, we're gonna be playing against Lamar Jackson. All right, but I want to go ahead and show you guys a few things. Now, you see Warren Sapp's speed is down to 83. It's not 84 anymore because I don't have Brawler maxed out, because I've manipulated my lineup to have certain players at certain spots, so I don't have the Brawler. So that's the reasoning behind why we're just going all out with Sprinter and making all of our skilled players have those, that speed burst with the acceleration. I think that that's very important. So a quick look at that: 88 speed, 93 excel, 91 strength, 95 tackle. Those are just some good things to look at. We obviously saw that you gave him finesse specialist and we gave him pass rush elite. Now, looking at Lamar Jackson right here, who we're going to be going up against, I want to ask you guys right now: better quarterback, Lamar Jackson or Michael Vick? Go ahead. I want you guys, and while you're doing it, a lot of you people base your stuff off Madden, which doesn't make sense. And we've been noticing that in the sports stream that we've been having. You guys got to understand something, and I try to educate people with it. Michael Vick did not have a designed offense for him to run the ball. A lot of the stuff that he did was like broken down plays. Dudes wasn't open. His O-line wasn't blocking. Lamar Jackson has a much better system, which is why it looks so much better, because they're actually calling a lot of design runs for him, read option, etc. At the time that Michael Vick played, it wasn't like that. So when people look at it, Lamar Jackson is a very talented, quarterback. But Michael Vick, in my opinion, overall, if he just, finish his career out in Atlanta and he doesn't have a situation where, he wasn't able to play for a couple of years, he probably would have been the better quarterback, because I think he was more talented. And we get to find out now that he'd even take it seriously. When you look at him on a lot of these shows and you listen to him talk about certain things, he didn't even practice and do the things that he's supposed to do, and he was still that good. So can you imagine what he could have been if he was just focused? A lot of these athletes take for granted what they are, and they don't put in their full potential. And I think that that's why we don't get the max out of a lot of these guys, like Shaquille O'Neal. You know, he got rings and all that stuff, but he could have been a lot better. You know what I'm saying? That's why when we watch Michael Jordan with The Last Dance, we really appreciate it, because we see somebody that put everything into what his craft was, and then we see the outcome. So, you know, ultimately for me, I think that Michael Vick is probably the better quarterback. You know, like when I say better quarterback, I mean for like, oh, if he had his full thing. Even when he came back and played for the Eagles, he showed glimpses. But if you put Michael Vick in Lamar's situation, I think that Michael Vick would have had a lot more success. That's my opinion. If you have a coach and a system that is designed for what you do, okay, this guy right here, man. All right, cool. Just do whatever you want. Yeah. While I'm talking, just go ahead and do whatever you want, dude. Now, I want you guys to understand the reason that he's coming in like that is because he's playing a defense where he has 3 D linemen coming right in. Now, those are outside linebackers on the outside, but then he also has a D tackle in the middle. I think that's Myles Garrett, and dudes are just shooting the gap. Some of you guys were asking, do I recommend that? I do not, because I think in the secondary, it's very important to at least have somebody with lurker, so that way you could take away a lot of different things. But he got instant pressure every single chance he got. The problem with this scheme, though, is once a player like me is able to get the ball off consistently, you know, right here I'm going to get picked right quick because it's just a lot of predetermined animations. But once I'm able to get the ball off and I successfully am able to move around, you're going to get mossed. That's the big deal. Now, getting back to Mike Vick, right? If you put Mike Vick into a set read option offense, the way that Lamar Jackson is, I think, it's my personal opinion, that Michael Vick would have had more success early. I think that the story of Lamar Jackson is going to be beautiful. I think that he's been growing every single year. I love what I'm seeing. I'm just going based on some of the, you know, these questions that you guys asked me. Yo, Gmia, Vick or Lamar Jackson? You know, I'm going real life status. Like, I watched Michael Vick play, you know, in a lot of different games, and that dude is just unbelievable. He was just like, it was like he was floating, bro. I remember one game in the Meadowlands when he played against the Giants, bro. The dude, like, it was wild. He's just running, and it didn't look like anybody can really touch him. Like Lamar Jackson, similarly, I think Lamar is more elusive, and he has more moves, and he can like take your ankles away. Even though we saw Michael Vick juke, you know, people uncontrollably as well. Lamar is better at that, but I just think that overall, if you give Michael Vick that type of offense and the option to throw the ball out of read option sets, I think Michael Vick would have been a lot more special. You know, even when he went back to the Eagles and, you know, was it Chip Kelly over there being an idiot? Like, it still wasn't the same thing. You know, he lost some prime years of his career. Everything wasn't the same. So, you know, it's like, yo, what could have been? We had a dude that had a theme park ride named after him. You know, the Michael Vick experience. So I just definitely enjoyed watching him play, man. But again, overall, I think Lamar Jackson is going to be, you know, continue to be special. He was the league MVP. He is on the cover of Madden 21. So, you know, I know there's a lot of guys out there that are Lamar Jackson fans, and, you know, he deserves that. And I think at the end of the day, who was that? Why was that guy just coming right in like that? I had to just throw the ball. I didn't even know what was going on because the dude just threw the guy right out the way. Bro, who is that idiot? I don't even know who that is. All right, just go ahead. Get hit stick then. Whatever. So as we go ahead and go through this, you guys should have noticed. Bro, who is that? Okay, that is Myles Garrett. Dude just coming right in. I guess run nickel. I guess just run nickel and just put 3D linemen there and then just have a field day. Okay, so he just moved them over. All right, cool. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Nice play. Nice way to do that to me, man. This guy right here, I don't know why this guy's doing all this stuff, though. But it doesn't really matter. We're going to have to lock up real quick. Let's just go and just get this over with, man. This dude right here, dog. I think I played him in Weekend League, too, this guy. He's annoying as hell, but he knows exactly what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? He knows exactly what he needs to do to get sacked. All right, let's go, bro. So pretty much right now, it was a quick turn of events, bro. The dude tried to run around, and he's gonna... Bro, why would you go head up with Sean Taylor, though? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you do that? And then the dude is just like, you know what? I don't want to be a part of this no more. I know, you know, pretty much I'm going to have to deal with getting mossed every single play. He just felt like he needed to leave. This guy made a good decision, man, and it's pretty much over. I want to keep the conversation going. Who was the better quarterback? Who would have been the better quarterback? Or who is somebody that you prefer? Would it have been Michael Vick with that same system with the Ravens? Or is Lamar Jackson just better than Michael Vick outright? You know, give me your feedback, touchdowns, who runs the ball better. I think that these are some good things that we could do and have conversation in the comment section, you know, amongst each other up until, you know, Madden 21 comes out, keeps the, you know, the chat going and everybody having a good time. Hopefully you guys are having a good day and you're enjoying the vids. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. Go ahead and be safe. One love, y'all.